The January 29, 2025 episode of Days of Our Lives promises to be a whirlwind of revelations, confrontations, and emotional turbulence as Salem's residents wake up to face the consequences of their choices and actions. From romantic entanglements to shocking discoveries, this episode delves deep into the messy lives of the beloved characters. The day begins on a high note, as Rachel is finally home safely, bringing a sense of relief to Brady and Kristen. However, Kristen's troubles are far from over. With Ava still missing, the drama takes a sinister turn. Kristen, who has possession of Ava's phone, seems to be pulling the strings behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Ava remains in the clutches of the enigmatic woman in white, adding an air of mystery and danger to the unfolding story. It remains to be seen how Kristen plans to use her leverage and whether Ava can find a way out of her dire predicament. As Kristen navigates her schemes, she might find herself confiding in Johnny, her young and often unsuspecting confidant. Whether she seeks his advice or merely needs someone to vent to, this conversation could reveal more about Kristen's plans and her state of mind. Johnny's reaction to Kristen's revelations could also hint at how deeply he's willing to get involved in her tangled web of deceit. Elsewhere in Salem, a shocking romantic twist unfolds as EJ and Belle wake up in bed together. Their passionate night is not without consequences, as they are interrupted by none other than Marlena. Marlena's timing couldn't be worse, or better, depending on one's perspective. Her entrance into the room sets the stage for an explosive confrontation. Marlena, the ever-righteous matriarch, is horrified to find her stepdaughter tangled up with EJ, a man whose past and reputation precede him. The betrayal Marlena feels is palpable, and she doesn't hold back in expressing her disappointment and anger toward Belle. Marlena's reaction is not just about the shock of seeing Belle and EJ together. It's a culmination of her protective instincts and her understanding of the emotional fallout this liaison could cause. Marlena's criticism is harsh but comes from a place of love and concern. Belle, on the other hand, will likely have to defend her actions, even as she grapples with her own feelings of guilt and confusion. EJ's role in this drama is equally compelling. How will he handle Marlena's wrath, and what does this mean for his relationship with Belle moving forward? Meanwhile, across town, Chanel finds herself in an equally unexpected and awkward situation. She wakes up at Sean's house, and for a moment, panic sets in as she tries to piece together the events of the previous night. The circumstances of how she ended up there are not as scandalous as they might seem. Sean, ever the gentleman, simply took Chanel home after she kissed him. It's clear that Sean's intentions were honorable, and he allowed Chanel to sleep off her hangover under his roof rather than letting her return to Paulina's apartment in her intoxicated state. Chanel's initial confusion gives way to relief as Sean reassures her that nothing happened beyond that kiss. However, the encounter is bound to raise questions and stir emotions. Chanel may find herself questioning her actions and what they mean for her relationship with Talia and the other people in her life. Sean's decision to help Chanel, despite the complications it could bring to his own life, highlights his moral character and his ability to empathize with others. The drama between Brady and Kristen, the fiery confrontation between Marlena and Belle, and the tender yet complicated dynamic between Sean and Chanel all point to a day filled with emotional highs and lows. As the dust settles, viewers are left wondering what's next for their favorite characters. Will Kristen's machinations come back to haunt her? Can Belle and EJ navigate the fallout of their impulsive night together? And how will Chanel and Sean move forward after their unexpected connection? These questions set the stage for even more drama and intrigue in the days to come. Meanwhile, one central focus will be on Kristen DiMera, who takes a reflective stroll down memory lane while engaging in a meaningful conversation with Johnny DiMera. Kristen's introspection could lead to some intriguing revelations about the DiMera family's storied and often tumultuous history, a history that has been shaped by love, betrayal, and plenty of romantic missteps. This might even serve as a valuable moment for Johnny, offering him insight into the complicated dynamics of his family, particularly the mistakes his father has made over the years. Kristen's willingness to delve into the past might open up some emotional wounds, but it could also serve as a cautionary tale for Johnny. After all, the DiMeras are no strangers to heartbreak and scandal. Whether Kristen's reflections will serve as a bonding moment or a stern warning remains to be seen, but viewers can be sure that her words will leave an impression on Johnny. Meanwhile, Brady Black will find himself caught in an emotional whirlwind as he continues to fret over Ava Vitali's disappearance. Ava's absence weighs heavily on Brady, but unbeknownst to him, there's a far more sinister story unfolding behind the scenes. Rachel Black, the young and cunning daughter of Brady and Kristen, is harboring a massive secret that could blow the whole situation wide open. Rachel is aware of Ava's predicament and is actively working to conceal her partnership with the mysterious woman in white. The woman in white, an enigmatic figure with unclear motives, has taken Ava captive and is holding her at the infamous Aremid house. This location, steeped in dual lore, adds another layer of drama to the unfolding storyline. Rachel, determined to keep her involvement under wraps, will go to great lengths to protect her secret. She's been using Ava's phone to maintain contact with the woman in white, all while carefully covering her tracks to ensure neither Kristen nor Brady uncovers the truth. Rachel's actions are nothing short of audacious. At her young age, she's already proving to be a force to be reckoned with, using deception and misdirection to keep her parents in the dark. However, her schemes are not without their risks. Each move she makes increases the likelihood of exposure, and the fallout could be catastrophic for everyone involved. As Wednesday's episode unfolds, viewers can expect to see Ava's captivity take center stage. Being held hostage by the woman in white has placed Ava in a perilous situation, one that could have far-reaching consequences for Salem's residents. Despite her circumstances, Ava isn't one to go down without a fight. Her interactions with the woman in white are likely to be fraught with tension, as Ava struggles to find a way out of her dire predicament. The dynamics between Ava and her captor will no doubt be gripping, with the woman in white's motivations slowly coming to light. Is she driven by revenge, greed, or something even more sinister? As these questions linger, Ava's resilience will be put to the test. Will she find a way to outsmart her captor, or will she be forced to rely on an outside savior? At the same time, the DiMera family drama is sure to heat up as Kristen and Johnny's conversation leaves ripple effects throughout their circle. Kristen's perspective on family and loyalty could resonate with Johnny in unexpected ways, potentially influencing his own decisions and relationships moving forward. As a member of the younger DiMera generation, Johnny's path is still being shaped, and this conversation could mark a turning point for his character. Adding to the tension is Brady's growing sense of unease. His intuition tells him something isn't right, but he remains unaware of Rachel's involvement and Ava's plight. Brady's concern for Ava is palpable, and it's clear that he's willing to go to great lengths to find her. However, Rachel's efforts to distract him could complicate his search, creating an additional layer of drama. As Rachel continues her secretive communications with the woman in white, viewers can expect some close calls and dramatic twists. Her determination to protect her role in Ava's captivity is both impressive and troubling, showcasing a darker side of her character. Will Rachel's schemes unravel, or will she manage to keep her parents in the dark a little longer? Wednesday's episode promises to be a roller coaster of emotions, with high stakes and compelling character moments. From Kristen's poignant reflections to Rachel's risky gambits, every storyline is brimming with potential for drama and intrigue. Ava's captivity and the woman in white's mysterious agenda will keep viewers on the edge of their seats, while Brady's search for answers adds a sense of urgency to the unfolding events.